Breaking news for you on your screen, and we are seeing Sonia Gandhi's questioning over for the day. She's been grilled for 3 hours by the ED, summoned again on the 25th of July. Sonia Gandhi being grilled by the ED today. She was grilled for over 3 hours and has now been let go. It's been completed, at least for the day. She's been summoned again on the 25th. It's just a few days away. That's Sonia Gandhi now leaving the ED office as questioning was over for the day. 3 hours, that's how long she was grilled for in today's session. 25th is the date when she will be called back for further questioning. That's Sonia Gandhi for you in the news today. We've been tracking closely for you the fact that she has had to appear for questioning, and this is, of course, on alleged financial irregularities under the PMLA. The case was registered about 9 months ago. Let's go across to Shreyas Chatterjee to understand better the entire case and the developments so far. Shreyas?
Well, Sonia Gandhi has been questioned by the Enforcement Directorate today for the first time, and what we do know that total 3 hours is what the questioning lasted for. What we're also hearing that she'll likely be summoned for a second round. It's a tentative matter. The summons are yet to be issued to Sonia Gandhi. This is in the National Herald case where Sonia Gandhi was questioned today by the ED. Remember, Rahul Gandhi has already been questioned in the same matter for over 50 hours. This is regarding the alleged misappropriation of funds in the acquiring of AJL when Young India Private Limited, a company was floated where both Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi were made directors after AJL was acquired. What we also do know that her questioning was recorded under Section 50 of the PMLA Act, which is admissible before the court. She was questioned about her involvement in the transactions between AJL and Young India Private Limited, and also whether that she knew about the fact that when AJL was acquired by YL, when she was made a director. The other things that she was questioned about are the properties of AJL that was also acquired by Young India Private Limited, and that whether she is aware of the total number of properties that Young India Private Limited acquired from AJL. We also do know that the Congress has maintained during the time of questioning of Rahul Gandhi that Young India Private Limited is a Section 25 company, which means that it cannot run office of profit. It's a charitable company. Any money that is earned from the company cannot be taken by the directors or the owners of the company. So she was asked whether there was any charitable work done by Young India ever since it acquired AJL. So these were the questions that Sonia Gandhi faced. Total 3 hours of questioning on the first day. What we're learning that there's a possibility that she will be called for the second day. The summons, however, are yet to be issued.
You know, Rahul was called 5 times and grilled for 10 to 12 hours, Shreya. Sonia grilled for 3 hours today. She hasn't been feeling well. Any concession you feel that they've given her on account of her health?
Well, this could very well be the reason. Even the fact that Sonia Gandhi first, she was called earlier, remember, she was called on the 23rd of June, and then she was not well, is why today's time was given. We also do know that Priyanka Gandhi Babra also accompanied Sonia Gandhi with medical papers, and she was asked to stay in the waiting area. However, Sonia Gandhi was in the questioning room. That kind of leeway was given to Sonia Gandhi. If at any given point she did not feel well, she could raise the matter with the officers who were questioning him. Remember, an assistant director rank officer questioned Sonia Gandhi. There were other 2 officers also present, and a joint director rank official was actually overlooking the entire questioning. So that leeway will definitely be given to Sonia Gandhi, given that she has health issues, and the matter was also earlier raked up by Sonia Gandhi's family before the Enforcement Directorate. That's the reason probably that we see that she's been left after 3 hours of questioning. But what we're also picking up is a possibility of a second round of questioning, and Sonia Gandhi might just be summoned again.
Any idea, any insight, Shreya, into the kind of answers she may have provided? Any inkling from our sources or people, close to the matter in terms of any light that she shed on the matter?
Well, one thing, Abha, what we are sure about is that the questioning that Enforcement Directorate asked Sonia Gandhi revolved around her shareholding. She owns 38% share of Young India Private Limited. She's also a director of Young India Private Limited. So the questions revolved around the transaction. Not only did the Enforcement Directorate question Sonia Gandhi about the transaction made by Young India Private Limited when it acquired AJL, but she was also asked about those loans that were given by the Congress party when AJL ran into the loss. This was about the year 2008, when there were loans given to, interest-free loans given to AJL to revive the company, and then the debt mounted to around 90 crores. In the year 2010, Young India Limited was floated when they acquired AJL. So the questionings ran into the transactions between Young India and AJL, whether she was aware about that, and when she was made the director, was it a decision taken by her? These were the questions that were asked by the ED. We're yet to get a reason on what exactly transpired, but the line of questioning revolved around the fact of that she was a shareholder in Young India Private Limited, and that she was also a director in the company.
Okay, any clue as to where she's going now? Will it be to AICC? Will it be to 10 Janpath? Where is Sonia Gandhi headed after her questioning has been completed for the day?
Well, in all likelihood, she should head back to her home, given the fact that she's not been keeping well, is what the Gandhi family has also maintained, and the sources inside the Congress office, because of the reason which we also saw Priyanka Gandhi Vadra accompanying Sonia Gandhi for today's questioning in the Enforcement Directorate. And there was also questions that whether a doctor would be taken in, but we do know that it was only Priyanka Gandhi who was allowed inside, and she was in the waiting room when Sonia Gandhi was questioned by the Enforcement Directorate, and it was a brief questioning, we can say, only 3 hours. It's rarely do we see Enforcement Directorate or any other investigative agencies conduct such short questioning as well when such important personalities have appeared before them. We can say that Sonia Gandhi was probably an exception, and the reason that is because we do know that she was not keeping well, and it was also something that we learned from our sources inside the Enforcement Directorate, that leeway was given to her, that at any given point she didn't feel well,